BookTube, my name is Elizabeth and welcome to Book Babble. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Dream House by Marzia Bisognin. As the title suggests, there will be a giveaway and I'll give you some more information on that at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned. But first, I did want to say that I did receive this book in exchange for an honest review, and my opinions are absolutely not swayed because I received this book for free. All of my opinions in this video are definitely my own and are completely honest. Another really interesting tidbit about Dream House, it is written by the YouTuber CutiePieMarzia, so I thought that was really interesting. I really love supporting fellow creators in this community, even though she probably doesn't need my support. But anyway, Dream House is a thriller/horror book, and it is about this girl, Amethyst, who finds herself living in her dream house, the house that she has always wanted. And once she starts living there for a little while, some really weird stuff starts happening. Lights going on and off. She feels like she's being watched. Letters on the, letter magnets on the fridge move and create words. And just some really creepy stuff starts going on. And this very short story, this is only about 210 pages long. So this story is basically about what happens, what's going on, and I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 stars, so it was very middle of the road for me. This is Marzia's first book, and I really felt like it. The writing was definitely not top-notch. It wasn't really what I'm used to with seasoned authors. This story was also very plot-driven. I really didn't get a lot of growth with the character, and there wasn't hardly any arc going on with any of the characters in here, and really the only character that we really get to see is the main character, Amethyst. Everything else that's going around the characters in general were just very flat, and like I said, there wasn't very much growth, and this was definitely a hugely plot-driven story. So besides the writing and the shallow characters, I did feel like the plot had some really good depth to it. It was interesting. It did scare me. I was definitely freaked out at some moments. I mentioned in my last video that I usually read a lot right before I go to bed, and it was really hard for me to read this right before bed because I definitely did get a little freaked out and kind of creeped out and stuff by, you know, she's living in this house and she's hearing weird sounds and she feels like someone's watching her, and I just couldn't help but adopt those same feelings that Amethyst was feeling in her situation. The ending of a book is also something that is extremely important to me. I base a good bulk of my reviews on what happens in the end, and I definitely bumped up my review a little bit because of the ending. I almost always guess the ending of horror novels and horror movies just because they're so predictable, but this one definitely gave me a curve. I wasn't expecting it. I was so convinced that the story was going to go one way, and it didn't. It went a complete opposite direction, and that really surprised me. I was telling my husband, I really think this is going to happen, and I was just so convinced that that was what was actually going to happen, and it didn't. So I was kind of disappointed. But then again, I wasn't, because it definitely gave me a surprise, and I ended up liking that ending a lot more than I did the ending that I was thinking was going to happen. You can definitely tell that this is Marzia's first book, so I gave her a little bit of slack when it came to the writing style, but the idea of the novel and the plot and where she wanted to go with it was a great idea, and I really enjoyed finding out what was going on with the house and why all these weird things were happening, and it just was overall really enjoyable. I kind of relate the house to somewhat of a Amityville horror movie, where the house is sort of like affecting the characters, and the house is its own character in and of itself. And when you think about it that way, the house as a character probably had the most depth and was the most interesting, because for some reason, some type of paranormal psychological way, the house is affecting the people who lives in it and their decisions and their thoughts and stuff like that. And that was probably the most creepy, interesting part of this book. So again, I enjoyed it, but there was some pitfalls like the writing and the depth of the characters. But overall, I thought it was a pretty decent book. So now for all the stuff that you guys have been waiting for, the giveaways. If you want to enter in to win a copy of Dream House, just click the link below, and there is like different ways to by subscribing to Marzia or myself or Grace or any of the other people on the booktube tour who are participating this week. You can receive an entry. There's like tons of different ways for you to get entries to try to win a copy of Dream House. And then there's also a second giveaway, which I thought was really cool. If you pre-order a copy of Dream House or you buy a copy of Dream House and you send them a receipt of that purchase, then you'll be entered in to win one copy of all 4 of these books. And those books are A Walk in Progress by Connor Franta, I Hate Myself by Shane Dawson, Girl Online by Zoe Sugg, and In Real Life by Joey Garcefa. These are all amazing booktubers and their books are super, super popular. So if you want to enter to win any of these books, go down to the links below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye!